Enable Me is a West Sussex-based charity that aims to raise disability awareness in the community. They do this by working with schools, colleges, and with other organisations in the statutory and voluntary sectors. To celebrate the 5th birthday of Enable Me in July 2010, Enable Me patron Swazie Turner MBE and project manager Nick Demetriades walked, or should we say wheelchair pushed, the South Downs Way. At nearly 100 miles from Winchester to Eastbourne, this is no easy task, and a feat which has never been done before.
My name's Nick Demetriades, I'm the project manager for Enable Me. Since we started working with Swazie about 5 years ago, I'd always thought, actually, it's time I did one of these things with him. So last October we were talking about what he was going to do next, and he was musing on Hadrian's Wall, and then we talked about the fact that Enable Me is in the south. What about the South Downs Way? And I thought, well, actually, why not? And if Swazie does it, I've got to do it with him this time. The bigger picture for the charity is that, we always need to raise funds. It's our 5th birthday this year. The team's grown. What can we do that will raise our profile, raise some funds, create a bit of interest? I mean, it's so difficult for small charities to compete against the big charities. How do you actually make a statement when you're a smaller charity? So what we have to do is fight, and by fighting for that little bit of attention, interest, profile, and Swazie is a person who can help us do that. It's quite unique. Got to say, it's been harder than I would ever have imagined, but it's also been the best experience. It's indescribable. You meet the most brilliant people. The fire service, I've got to say this, the fire service where we stayed in Winchester on Friday night, and the White Watch sort of commander, Steve May, who's come out with us already for 1 day and is coming out with us again for 2 more days. They are phenomenal.
Met Swazie and Nick Friday night when they stayed at Winchester Fire Station where I work on White Watch, and we put them up for the night and fed and watered them and saw them off in the morning on their South Downs Way push. I hadn't heard anything about it beforehand. It was my boss said to me that we were going to do this, and it just intrigued me to know that Swazie was going to do this trek. So Swazie and Nick actually invited any of the firemen along to walk with them, so I decided Monday to join them. I spent all day with them. We did a 12-hour stint, about 16 miles. I was fortunate enough, my bosses agreed that I could come back because it was such a good day, and all the public and that are walking past so interested in what Swazie's doing and that. Bosses said that I could come back and join them for another day or two, and that's what I'm doing now. So just looking forward to the next bit of the push.
I'm Swazie Turner, and I'm just here to tell you about how we're doing so far. We've done now 60 plus miles along the 100-mile way, which is South Downs Way from Winchester to Eastbourne, and we're on day 5 now. And this is the My Wheelchair push. It's a first in an ordinary bog standard NHS issue 47-pound casted wheelchair, and I am pushing this wheelchair to raise funds for Enable Me charity based at Littlehampton, which is a charity creating disability awareness, especially amongst children, etc., etc. I've got to say, the South Downs Way is not wheelchair friendly. It is accessible in parts from car parks for a few hundred yards or whatever. The majority of the Downs Way, not only is it not wheelchair friendly, it is dangerous to even think of doing it in a wheelchair. Now people are going to say, well, hang on a minute, you've done it. Yeah, I have done it, but I have ascended a 2-mile stretch on my bottom, dragging my chair after me, because there's no way you could propel the wheels up either frontwards or backwards. Fortunately, I've got a good team with me who are ready to grab the handles. If I pop off down on out of control, they'll grab the handles. See, I've been in my wheelchair now just over 10 years, and I've now pushed it just over 36,000 miles. And I call this my Falklands chair because this is the chair I pushed across the Falklands when I retraced 3 Commando Brigades 1982, conflict, Yomp and Tab by the Paras and the Royal Marines from Port St Carlos to Stanley. So ever since, I keep this as my off-road chair. And only 5 weeks ago I just completed the Hadrian's Wall push from Bowness on Solway to Wall's End. That was 98 miles. So 5 weeks later I'm doing this, and Hadrian's Wall was extremely hard, but the South Downs Way is a lot harder. I've had two bad falls, and I'm blessed with a lot of upper body strength, but even I am finding this one hard.
We're doing this to give us a better profile, something to celebrate our 5 years, and also to raise some funds. And if we can achieve any of those three things, we'd have done really well.
The push was undertaken to raise awareness and to fundraise for Enable Me, and we welcome you to sponsor us. If you would like more information, please visit our website, which is www.enablemeproject.org, or call us on 01903 734400. Thank you.